What's happening, YouTube? Back in the day, Gamer here, and today I'm coming at you with Volume 13 of NES A-Z. That means we are on the 13th letter of the alphabet, and that letter is M. So today, M stands for Monster Party. Now this is a pretty strange game. It's a horror, Halloween-y type platformer, which is known to be controversial for some copyright infringement and blood and gore and religious undertone things, which you didn't see in the Nintendo library. Now, this monster running across the screen right now, the plant, that is one of the monsters I'm referring to, coming straight out of the movie Little Shop of Horrors. And aside from that, this has some of the strangest monsters I've ever seen, like, for instance, a shrimp, or an onion ring, or what I believe to be fried tofu on a stick. I always call it a kebab, but I think that's what it is now. So anyhow, I'm going to push start and get this episode rolling. So, in the beginning of the game, it walks you through the story. We're going to skip that right now. He's walking home from a ball game. He's got his baseball bat. Baseball bat is your weapon throughout the game. You can go ahead and read that story, which I believe you should, because it is very different and worth a read, but I'll leave that to you. So here you go, round one, start. That is an awful lot of blood for an NES game. Everybody says that in their reviews, but that's an awful lot of blood. So here we go. You are this little guy who I forget his name because I didn't do my homework, because this isn't a review, this is just a quick up. A quick play and a little overview. So, a lot of strange things here. We got a pair of legs sticking out of the ground kicking. Your weapon is a bat because you were on your way home from ball practice, and the range is pretty crappy. Pretty crappy indeed, but you get used to it, and it is worse in a lot of games. You go around finding these doors, you go into the doors. Sometimes they're empty, sometimes there's a monster. So, the first monster we come to was the first one I referred to earlier. Hello, baby! This is stolen straight out of the movie Little Shop of Horrors. If you look up in the top, you've got, a rack of lights. It just shoots these bubbles at you. You use your baseball bat to send them back at him. Once you hit him far too many times, it finally dies. It's a really simple battle. It is the first battle of the game, but it's really simple. Now, you can charge up there and just go ahead and blast away with your bat, but you're going to take damage since the bat has 1 inch of range. So you're best off standing here, and after about a minute and a half, if you hit him just right, it finally kills him. But once you do defeat this guy, which is, in Little Shop of Horrors, it's a Venus flytrap. This is more a pitcher plant, if you want to get technical. I don't think you did, but I did. So there you go. This guy's almost dead. Once he's dead, when you defeat the enemies, you get a question mark. It's either life bonus, health bonus, or life and health are the same thing, points, or it turns you into your power-up, which it did. All right, awesome. I want to hurry because it's a time limit on this, but right here, all they did is put black pixels over this, and what it is in the movie is a mic stand and a karaoke machine. I assume maybe they were involved in a lawsuit, or they expected to be, so they just covered it up with black pixels. So in this game, now that I've powered up into the dragon. I don't think it's really a dragon, I think it's a monster, alien from some other planet. But that pill right there is what you get, and it turns you into this. Sometimes when you defeat bosses, you get the question mark, and you are lucky enough to get the power-up itself. So, some of the rooms are empty. This one's empty. Memorization comes into play in this game. If you remember which doors are empty, you can save time by not going into them. There is no time limit on this game, but you are timed. I don't know how long. You probably get maybe a minute and a half, minute. See, now time is ticking, and I'm going to lose my guy. When you have this guy, you can just go ahead and fly over the whole level, and you have a projectile weapon, which is much better than your tiny little baseball bat. Another part memorization helps you out a lot in is... So this is weird. So you go in here, the boss, sorry, I'm dead. dead. Can't hurt you, nothing happens. After a few seconds, it goes away. And there's a question mark. I hope it's power up. It was just points. Damn it. Okay, so when you come up to this guy right here, I don't know what triggers it, what the deal is, but everything switches around into horror land. Now it's like you're in hell or whatever. Everything is extra bloody and extra gory in the background. These guys right here, a lot of enemies shoot projectiles at you. If you use your bat to hit them just right back at them, it is much more powerful than just using your bat. Like this guy right here, for instance. When you hit him with your bat, it takes like 3 hits to take him down. When you hit his projectile back at him, it's one and done. Also, memorization plays a key as if certain guys always drop certain things. That second dog creature thing always drops this pill. And you definitely want that, because then you can just go ahead and cruise, killing everybody with your shooter. But you want to go in this door because it's the next boss. And I like this boss because I like Halloween and I like pumpkins. And when you have the dragon, this guy is much, much easier. When you've got the tiny 1-inch bat, you take a lot of damage, and that guy takes way longer. Level 2 is now underground in a sewer. Sewer type setting. Different monsters. Ramps up in difficulty a little bit. Not a whole lot. It is only the second level. This has more maze element to it. Now this here snake with Medusa head shoots snakes at you. And you can either hang back and try and hit him just right at it, but I just like to charge him. I had a decent amount of health there, so I'm just going to charge it, keep whacking away with my bat. You can do this at any of the boss battles. Some of the ones are better to hang back and return their projectiles back at them. Some of them, whack it out. That question mark, once again, only gave me points. I hate that. I'm not sure if I could have just skipped that one because it didn't give you a key or anything, but you might have to defeat each one. Now, the purple alligator here, he takes like 3 hits if you hit him with the bat. Shot his projectile right back at him. One and done. I like how it looks when you're crawling up and down the ladder, when you're the dragon. Looks tough. Now, in this game, you can't shoot up or down, just left and right. It'd be a lot cooler if you could, but you can't. These alien egg guys here take way more hits than they should, unless you hit their bubble right back at them. So here is the strangest part of this game by far. You fight these enemies that I can't imagine why they put them in this game. It's fun. I'm glad they did. But it's kind of stupid. It's Monster Party. They're not monsters. This is a giant fried shrimp. What you want to do is crouch down, which is hilarious looking. But they jump right over you. You want to get right behind them and just... You gotta get up and start swinging just at the right time because he's just a hair faster than you are. If you don't do it just right, you can't catch him. But you just whack the hell out of him. Now here, in Onion Ring. You're fighting an onion ring. That's the boss. It starts with a fried shrimp. Too funny. Never gets old. Starts with a fried shrimp. It moves to an onion ring. And then after that, it's what I always referred to as a kebab. But now I'm thinking, these are all Japanese foods. Seems like, they got some tempura. That is deep fried tofu on a stick. That's what that is. I've never heard anybody refer to it as that. I'm pretty sure I just discovered what it really is. Back in the day, gamer, just figured something out on YouTube no one else has. As long as you don't try to take those guys on head on, they're easy. I like this. Bonk your head on the ceiling. Bonk, 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 bonk. It hurts you. It makes a noise. He ducks down, but you don't take damage. So I like to just run around, bonk his head. Bonk, bonk, bonk. So here we are, coming up to the end of level 2. You had level 1 was above ground. Level 2 is the sewer. Pop in here, do your little song and dance. Level 2 complete. Round 2. Excuse me, that's what they call it in here. Take a quick Mountain Dew break. You can go ahead and use that code if you want. Get you to level 3 anytime. A lot of blood. Nothing like Mountain Dew in video games. Just like back in the day. All I need is some Doritos. So here we are in level 3. Round 3, excuse me. I like the enemies in this. I don't know what that flying guy was supposed to be. I like these skeletons. They're hilarious. Their big heads make me laugh. This guy's kind of tough. He disappears, and a lot of times he disappears right on top of you and you get hurt. But, you know, once again, up to the next round here. Difficulty escalates a bit, just like you want it to. You sure don't want it to start hard and get easier. I'm going to try and kill these two guys before I go in. Hopefully this guy gives me a pill. I think he does. Because this next boss goes down a lot easier. Yeah! Now you're pink. You were green before. I don't think anything's different except your color. But this boss goes down a lot easier when you've got the monster power up. But here we go. He seems to be a minotaur. And he says, move it! You get it? Well, to take it another step further, wait till you see what he throws at you. Cartoonish looking cows. Ducking doesn't keep you from getting hurt on this guy. Oh no. But man, is it a lot easier. I think, okay, the projectiles on this pink guy, they go a lot farther. I think the green ones don't go the whole length of the screen. But it was the smart move to kill that other guy and get the projectile, because that guy's a lot tougher than the other ones. So this is basically... Ooh, and he gave it to me again. So there's a little tip. You might be able to double down and re-get your pill power up. Here we go. This is going to be the last boss battle I show you. It's a mummy and a sphinx. It's like he's throwing parts of his wrapping at you. And it's pretty easy. All I'm doing is just mashing the attack button, keeping that bat out in front of me. That was pretty easy. Pretty easy indeed. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of NES A-Z Volume 13. M is for Monster Party. I would like to once again apologize for not having any webcam footage of my friendly face. I'm sure you dealt without it, but you did read the disclaimer there in the beginning of the video. So, the one thing I do regret is that I'm not showing any box art, because the box art for this game is fantastic. You've seen it. Everybody's played this game, so you know what I'm talking about. But I always show the box art, and this is one of the better box arts, and I regret not being able to show it. But that's a story for another video. Before I sign off, I would like to say that the next episode, featuring the letter N, I have not chosen what game I'm going to play yet. So I would like to leave that up to you, my fellow YouTube followers. You go ahead, first person to leave a comment in this... jeez, can't do two things at once. First person to leave a suggestion in the comments below, I will play that game. That is the level of commitment Back in the Day Gamer is willing to bring to his viewers. So, pick a game starting with the letter M, and I'll play it. If I don't have it, I'll buy it. Permitting that it is a game I want that costs less than $50. If it's a game I don't want and it's really cheap, I'll get it anyway. If it's a game that's over $50, but I really, really want, I'll probably buy it anyway. So go ahead. Leave that suggestion for me in the comment box. I'll give you a big shout out. I appreciate everybody for watching. Thanks. And as always, comment, like, subscribe, all that jazz. And until next time, YouTube, keep it retro.